Welcome back guys. In this video tutorial I am going to set up a new sensor that is H3LIS331DL. Let's move on to the website controleverything.com and here search on for this sensor so that we can have an overall view for this sensor, which says that H3LIS331DL is a 3-axis linear accelerometer. It's an I2C mini module, as you can see, and it has a dynamically selectable scale or full scale range is plus minus 100G, 200G and 400G, and it's a 16-bit data output and the result will be there. You can also purchase this sensor from this very site. I will be showing the interfacing of this sensor with a Raspberry Pi and a Python code. So for the Python code, go to resource tab and here comes the Python code sample. Now you can download the code sample as a zip file from this very link, and you can have the opportunity to download the code from GitHub repository that is called Control Everything Community. Now I'm going to set up this sensor with some hardwares, and for that I require some connections. Let's make them. Now this here is our sensor, that is H3LIS331DL accelerometer. Now we require a Raspberry Pi, which you are able to see on my screen, and these are the GPIO pins of the Pi. Now to make a connection with the sensor, with the Raspberry Pi, and to make further with other I2C devices and make a simple way to make this connection, we need this, an I2C shield. Now this is available on the website controleverything.com, and gently place this I2C shield over the GPIO pins of the Raspberry Pi. Now to make a connection with the sensor and the I2C shield, the binding factor is this connecting cable. So make this connection among the sensor and the cable, and while making this connection, make sure that the brown wire of the cable should be connected to the ground terminal of the sensor, and similarly we have to follow this rule for the I2C shield. Now we need to power up our Raspberry Pi, and here comes a micro USB cable into the picture. Now gently insert it over the power jack and let it done. Finally, we need an internet connection so that we can connect with the internet. So for that we require an Ethernet cable, which you are able to see on my screen, and gently insert it over the Ethernet jack. In case if we don't have this, we can also use a wireless Wi-Fi nano adapter module so that we can connect it. So just insert it over the USB port and you can leave it, and it might save your day for the internet connection. So we are done with the connections part. What we require is our code so that we can interface the sensor along with the Raspberry Pi. Let's have it. As we have seen the connections part, now we require the Python code so that we can interface the sensor with the Raspberry Pi. So for that, log into github.com, and here we have to search for repository, that is Control Everything Community, which you are able to see on my screen. Yes, that's right. And now here we have to search for the sensor, that is H3LIS331DL, and here we go, and this is the Python code we are looking forward to explore. But before that, let's have a look over the instructions we need to follow. It says that we have to download and install SMBus library on the Raspberry Pi, and the steps to install SMBus are provided on this very link. Let's view this link so that we can familiarize ourselves with the conditions, the dependencies, the installation procedure. As you can see, all the relevant commands are there. So please note it down carefully and carefully install the SMBus library. Now this is the command to run the Python code. Note it down. Now get back to the Python code, as you can see, and it's a .py extension file. The first thing you notice in the code is we have imported SMBus and time libraries, and the address of the sensor is 0x18. And in the writing part, we have selected control register 1 having address 0x20, and 0x27 is the command which says that we have to power on mode, data output rate equal to 50 Hz, and we have enabled X, Y and Z axis. And here comes the writing section. Now second part is to select the control register 4, that is 0x23, and we have sent the command for continuous update, full scale range is plus minus 100G, and it goes to 0x00, and here comes the writing command. So now we have to read the data back, and we are reading the data back from the address 0x28 and 2 bytes of acceleration data for x-axis. As you can see, similarly we are converting the data now for the acceleration data, which is according to the data sheet we have followed. Similarly, we have the address reading for and conversion for y axis and similarly for the Z axis. And now we have all the addresses and the data for all the three axes X, Y and Z. Now we want to show or display the results. So we have the output data on the screen in the form of acceleration in X, Y and Z axis. So this is a very generalized code, simple code for the Python for the sensor H3list331DL. Now what do we require is to show the working. So let's have it. Now for the working part, first of all we have to copy this entire Python code, as you can see, and go to the terminal. For the Raspberry Pi we have connected through internet. Here create a new file H3list, as you can see on my screen, 331DL with .py extension, and here paste the entire Python code and now save it. Now this is the command, as you can see on my screen, to run the code, and here we go. Now as you can see, the acceleration data on the screen is almost stable because the sensor is in stable condition. But when I try to move the sensor, the values for the acceleration in X, Y and Z direction for perpendicular axis will change continuously. Yeah, that's correct. Now this is how the acceleration sensor responds for the Python code. Now what do we require is to see the features, the benefits and the applications regarding this sensor. The H3list331DL is a low power, high performance 3-axis linear accelerometer belonging to the Nano family with digital I2C SPI serial interface standard output. Now the device features ultra low power operational modes that allow advanced power saving and smart sleep to wake up functions. The sensor has dynamically user selectable full scale of plus minus 100G, plus minus 200G, plus minus 400G, and it is capable of measuring accelerations with output data rate from 0.5 Hz to 1 kHz. Now it's used in wide range of applications such as shock detection, impact recognition and logging, and concussion detection. You can purchase the sensor H3list331DL from the website controleverything.com, and you can have the code from the resource tab, and after that you can download it as a zip file. Also you can have the code from github.com, and you can download it from the repository, that's Control Everything community. Now in the end, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any queries you can contact us on controleverything.com, and you can post your comments, your queries on community page. Also for the articles and blogs you can reach us on instructables.com. And if you want to subscribe more video tutorials, you can have a look over our YouTube channel. In the end, I hope you enjoyed this video and have yourself a good one. Thanks a lot for watching.